Okay, check. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3.
So guys, thank you so much for your talks. Is there anything else that you would like to add or ask each other about the subjects?
Yeah, sure. I got a question for you, Simon. You mentioned on that dive that Harry's quite susceptible to HPNS, high pressure nervous syndrome. How common do you think that is in technical diving? Maybe.
That's a good question, and I don't know the answer because there's no database of dives with no outcome, but so he gets it. Yeah. I do remember watching those videos of Dave Shaw, and it was pretty obvious that at similar depths he had tremors. My own experience, as far as 180 meters, is I didn't have tremors. So, and Craig doesn't usually get anything till they get beyond 200. So I think it's a bit like decompression sickness susceptibility. It's variable, and some people get it and some people don't.
Yeah, and we're probably only seeing it on these dives deeper than 150 meters.
I think so, yeah.
So that's a small fraction.
Yeah. So I have a question for you. What do you think the implications of those amazing data you showed are for self-monitoring of VGE after diving?
Well, I don't think that it's useful to change your decompression. As I pointed out, if you have a grade 4 one day, you might have a grade 0 the next day. So in the short term, probably not useful. Now, perhaps in the long-term monitoring, if you were monitoring your diving over a period of a couple years using similar procedures, and you were always grade 4, you probably should do something about that.
Yeah.
But I think in the long run, there may be something there. The other obvious thing is, if you are at high risk, is that actionable in the moment? Could you breathe oxygen or something? Well, that'd often be wasted because 95% of the time there's no use to that. So I don't see it as a useful thing, self-monitoring to try and change your decompression.
Yeah. And if you could wave a magic wand and make one thing happen in relation to VGE monitoring, what would it be? Like, would it be monitoring during decompression or?
Monitoring during decompression would be really interesting, because it seems if you have those high grades, you're at greater risk. If we could figure out during the dive when we could do something about it, what is the pattern? For instance, the big deep stops trial that we did and caused all the controversy years ago, the deep stops was a riskier dive profile. It resulted in more VGE and more DCS, but the whole point of that was to reduce the VGE, but most of that was during the dive, and that might not be the right time to do it. So maybe if we could wear a device, wearables are all the rage these days, that monitor our VGE, we could feed that to our dive computer and truly customize
during
it.
the decompression.
During the decompression, yeah. But that's magic wand stuff. No one can do that yet.
Not yet. Yeah.
Thank you guys. Thank you guys so
All right.
much. Yeah, fantastic.